Everybody, it's Philippa from Chris and Philly Functional Medicine, and I am on a mission to end body burnout in high achieving parents, especially our mums. Now, I wanted to do a video today all about COVID, the big buzzword at the moment. Especially the borders opening, COVID kind of going through Australia, and a lot of people getting infected with COVID. So I wanted to give you some five evidence-based foods that can help with recovery if you catch COVID. These 5 foods are also great if you have like the common cold, the flu, any sort of viral infection. These foods that I'm going to talk about can really just help improve your immune system and fight off any viral infections that you're experiencing. So first of all is increase vegetable intake. I know that's not a food, that's kind of like very broad, a broad category of food, but there have actually been some studies that have shown that COVID severity can decrease by a whopping 73% in participants who ate 40% more vegetables and other plant-based foods. That is crazy. That is amazing. And also what they found in this study is that foods or patients who have COVID, who have high protein diets and low carb diets, yes, low carbs, surprisingly, this actually showed that these people had more moderate to severe COVID. So I would say don't go keto if you catch COVID. Maybe everyone's different, but I would say if you can track COVID, research is showing that vegetables, plant food diets can help to fight off COVID and reduce your symptoms. So up your vegetables, up your fruit juices, get lots of those phytonutrient nutrients that you can get from your plant-based foods. This can also be used as a preventative measure also, and that's what the science research is actually saying, that hey, if you eat lots of vegetables, then you're probably less likely to actually getting COVID with moderate to severe symptoms. Second one is Nigella seeds, which is probably something that not a lot of people might have sitting in their cupboards, or you just might not know. Nigella seeds are antiviral. They're immune modulating foods also, and they have also, or they can prevent and also improve recovery of COVID. So Nigella seeds have been used for many, many, many years, many centuries, back right from ancient times. Nigella seeds have been used to treat illnesses, asthma, hypertension, things like diabetes, inflammation, cough, headaches, eczema, fever, dizziness, and also influenza, so viral infections. There are studies that show that Nigella seeds actually boost the immune system and induce the expression of cytokines, which help to lead to early viral clearance. So it helps to fight off the viral infection, so that it doesn't exacerbate and turn into something severe. Nigella seeds can be purchased from the health food store or online. Sometimes they're actually under the name black cumin, so look out for that. You can add them to salads and smoothies, sprinkle them on yogurt, chuck them in your whole food treats and your muffins, or really whatever tickles your fancy. They have a really nice kind of fennel licoricey flavor. We're actually lucky enough to have heaps of Nigella flowers growing in our garden. So we wait until the petals dry off and the bulb that's holding all the bulb, I don't know if that's the right word, whatever that part of the flower is that holds the black seeds, we wait till that all kind of flakes open, and then we eat the black seeds. So good. The third food that can help with the immune system is cinnamon. So cinnamon is also antiviral. It's also immune modulating. And the best part is that most people have cinnamon hanging around in the cupboards. At least we do in ours. I love cinnamon. I love chucking it in everything. My littlest, who's 6 years old, even loves sprinkling it all over her scrambled eggs. If you haven't tried it, you should, because it's super yummy. So cinnamon has been shown to fight against many viruses, including HIV and dengue fever. And it's also showing antiviral mechanisms against RNA viruses like coronavirus. So Moral of this little story is add heaps of cinnamon to your foods, teaspoons, even tablespoons if you can handle the flavor. Chuck it into smoothies, curries, your scrambled eggs, mashed veggies, soups, make some yummy hot drinks from it. You can definitely incorporate cinnamon into your diet on a daily basis. The fourth food is mushrooms. So mushrooms is your antifungal viral friend. Sorry, not antifungal, it's your fungal antiviral friend. There are studies that have shown that there are around like 700 different species of medicinal mushrooms with pharmacological properties. And they can do a lot of things. In particular, there are some compounds in mushrooms that are also antiviral. So they can actually inhibit viral enzymes and viral nuclei. And it also, the mushrooms can help with absorption and uptake of viruses into the cell. So it can kind of prevent those viruses, once they enter our system, actually coming into our cells. So some of the most potent antiviral mushrooms to look out for are cauliflower mushrooms and reishi and lindsay mushrooms. These mushrooms can be really hard to find in the shops. If you go to the supermarket, they'll be kind of just like your standard button mushrooms. Maybe check out Asian stores, often have a bit more of these like nice exotic, more immune boosting mushrooms. But you can also very easily purchase mushrooms as a superfood. Usually you'll find this in the form of powders or tablets. Powders you can add again to like smoothies, yogurts, casseroles, soups, anything where it will kind of break down and absorb. If you have SIBO, so small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, which a lot of our clients do when they're having gut issues, just be careful of mushrooms. You don't really want to consume mushrooms when you have an active case of SIBO, including the mushroom supplements. Number 5, so the fifth food that I want to talk about is yogurt. So I know that you probably all know that yogurt is great, a great food. It's an awesome, healthy fermented food. It contains lots of live good bacteria that help to infiltrate your microbiome and your gut. Some studies have shown that yogurt increases cytokine production, antibody production, and also T cell function. And it has also been shown to be a natural or have natural killer cell activity, which ultimately, all of these things ultimately help to boost up your immune system. So yogurt, because of the fermented component of yogurt, these bacteria, the probiotics in yogurt, have an immune modulating effect. There are other studies also that have been linked to improved gut, or that link improved gut microflora to having a significant role in preventing COVID, and also reducing the severity of COVID too. So consuming yogurt can be a part of your gut enhancing foods to help prevent against COVID, to prevent one from getting it, and also to, if you do get sick, to help with recovery. You just have to be careful when you're purchasing yogurt that you don't get one that has lots of added sugars and nasties in it, because they're just going to suppress your immune system. We like to get a plain yogurt, or like a Greek yogurt is really good. Sometimes for the family, I might buy one that's been slightly sweetened with yogurt or like fruit juices. If you have a histamine intolerance, which again, some of our clients do, and I know that this can be a big cause of different body burnout symptoms, be careful of yogurt, because fermented foods can flare up a histamine intolerance. Also, if you're allergic to dairy, or you're dairy intolerant, or if you're avoiding dairy as part of one of your healing diet protocols, which again, kind of talking to our clients here, we do have quite a few different healing diets which reduce or take out dairy as we're trying to heal a certain body system. So if this is you, I wouldn't do dairy yogurt. Consume or try maybe like a coconut yogurt or an almond yogurt. That would be your best bet. One other thing, just a note on vaccines, and I know I've been talking about all of these foods in relation to preventing against COVID and fighting it off. However, all of these foods help to promote a healthier immune response. So they help to regulate your immune system. So these foods, in theory, can also be useful for prepping for vaccines so that you have a healthy immune response if you are to get your vaccine or a booster. Also, if you've had the vaccines and you're having ongoing side effects, injuries, then which often these things often occur because the vaccines cause an overactive immune response to spike proteins, again only in a small amount of people, but if this happens, then consuming immune modulating foods can help in the recovery of this also. If you need extra COVID infection support, you might be sick right now and you're like, what can I do? I feel terrible. Or hopefully you just have mild symptoms, but you want to maybe prevent against long haul COVID, which again, not to like be a fear factor or anything, but research is showing that people with long haul COVID, so that's where your symptoms, often fatigue, neurological issues occur for a longer time. Happen with only mild cases. So if you do get COVID, or if you just want to be prepared for you and your family, if you were to catch COVID, I have created a course which goes over some holistic and natural therapeutic protocols that you can use in addition to food to help with recovery of COVID, also support about just general immune response and immune support to prevent against catching COVID, and also what you can do if you are getting vaccinated. So things that can help with a healthy immune response. Also too, if you feel like you need personalized immune support, or you've got some chronic issues that you need resolving, I am a very big believer in healing the body systems that have burnt out or become imbalanced as the best method for creating a robust and resilient immune system. So if you're listening to this because, you know, the little headline caught you and you want to know ways that you can help build up your immune system, the best way is to take a personalized functional medicine lab-based approach. So if you're struggling with things like low immunity, autoimmunity, energy, mood, or gut issues, these are all strong signs that your immune system is not quite up to scratch. On the other hand, if you've already had COVID and you're struggling with long haul problems, or struggling with longer term chronic side effects from the vaccines, please reach out. It is highly likely that your body systems, such as the mitochondria, the brain, and or detox pathways have been compromised. These are like some of the main areas that really get compromised. Gut is another one, stress hormones, but we can actually identify if there are any issues that have become damaged because of COVID vaccines, that sort of stuff. So you might be feeling a little bit helpless now. If you are feeling yuck and fatigued and neurological issues, but know that all of these things can be reversed when we identify where the imbalances are and we treat the root causes. So if you'd like to start your journey, you can book in for a Connect the Dots initial consult. I'll pop the link at the end of this or in the comments below. And that is your first step to start healing your body and ending body burnout for good.